What's up, everyone? This is CyberKnight, and tonight we have a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh! News for you guys because, of course, with Jump Festa going on right now, we got finally some info on the next Master Rule for Yu-Gi-Oh! So how the game is going to be played now. Remember, last time, Master Rule 4, we got Link monsters, and then Extra Deck monsters were changed a lot. Well, it looks like they're turning back the clock a little bit because we have some more changes going on, and some pretty big boosts for a lot of different things too. We'll go more in depth on that here in a second, as well as a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, and also what the new cards are going to look like. We have the supposedly Rush Duel cards. From what it looks like, I don't have a ton of info on this new Rush Duel thing. Kind of looks like Speed Duels in a way. And it's just going to be, I guess, for this type of dueling. It's not like all Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are going to start looking like this. I think they're still going to look the same. But yeah, in case people are wondering, from what I can tell, it's like in this anime, it's almost like they're doing some kind of speed duel thing, because it looked like the duel disc even had spots for like 3 monsters and 3 spells and traps. I don't know, we'll get more into that here in a second, but everything will be down in the description, and let's talk about that Master Rule update first, because I feel like that's probably the biggest change you guys want to know about. So, let's see. First off, this will just be called the Master Rules update. So this isn't going to be like Master Rule 5 or 6 or something like that, because last time it was Master Rule 4. So they're kind of changing around the naming scheme. But anyway, what it says here is that as of April 1st, poor choice of a date, by the way, in the OCG only, Fusion, Synchro, and Exceed monsters will be summonable to the main monster zone in addition to the extra monster zone. The rules for Pendulum and Link monsters will remain the same. You are not limited to one of each. So this is as it sounds like. I mean, now supposedly we can just summon, using this picture for an example, we can summon fusion monsters to the main monster zones again. Same with Exceeds and Synchros. Or you can go with the extra monster zones as it's showing. Pendulums and links are going to work exactly the same. So I guess at the beginning, if you, want to start linking everything together, you're going to have to start with the extra monster zone and link off of it, like we're used to, But, yeah, I guess a lot of different decks, too, that maybe they don't have a link monster or relied on things that, let's say, throwing out a bunch of synchro monsters. Let's say Dragunities. I'll use that example because that's one of my favorites. Then I guess you could just start, like the old days. You're bringing out all of these, you can bring out all your synchros like that without having to worry about linking and all that kind of stuff, too. Or even I was thinking heroes, could be an obvious, big change for them, because think about all the different, not worrying about link monsters and stuff, giving you more zones. Think about all the fusions you could bring out too. So that's why I was saying this is a little bit of like turning back the clock. I feel like this is kind of what, in a way, should have happened back in the day whenever Link Sim first came out, because I was always kind of meh about Link Sim because of that kind of change it did. But yeah, so that's actually a pretty notable change. I wonder how much it's going to shake up things. And it might be a little less confusing now, too, I feel like. But supposedly that's going to be a big change. Remember, too, it says OCG only for that date because obviously it's going to change for them first. They're going to get the new anime first, the cards, all that. I'm sure we're going to get more info on when this is going to change for us. Probably, 3 months down the line or something from April, I'm sure. I'm sure something like that. But it will eventually, I'm sure, change for us, too. They just have to say OCG because we're not going to change on the same day, okay? And again, April 1st, terrible time for this to happen, right? On April Fool's Day. And then, of course, too, you have the brand new anime, which is called Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. Gotta admit, I like how they're just going with a simple name. I mean, that's pretty cool in itself, right? But yeah, this is, like, I guess the poster of it. Looks pretty interesting. Protagonist isn't too crazy on the hair. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, right? All different memes that we see for this, like, they're gonna have just crazy hair from that. It doesn't look like that's the case. And let's see, the story is that in the not-so-distant future, Goa City is governed by its largest corporation, Goa Corp. Everything from schooling to dueling rules to daily life. Let's see, Odo Yuga, who attends Goha 7th Elementary, decides to change this world, which is too cramped for kids, and battles with his road Rush Duel while believing in his creations. So, yeah, it's kind of the normal, I feel like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Plot, or what we get nowadays. Of course, here is our new protagonist. Again, the hair's not that crazy. I am honestly surprised. So, I kind of like his design, although he kind of looks like he's from a different card game in a way. But I kind of like the going back to a little bit basic. We don't go with the 3 different colors of hair and all that. It seems a little bit more natural hair color, so sure, why not, Not as crazy. Anyway, it looks like Yuga is going to be 11 years old. And yeah, a 5th grader who attends the 7th Goha Elementary School. He loves dueling, eventing, and calls his creations Load. His ace monster is 7th Load Magician, which is, I believe we have a picture of that here in a second. I'll get to it. And here is our next character, which is Luke, 11 as well. Yuga's classmate from the next class over. He calls himself Goa's 7th number duelist. His ace monster is Rush Dragon Dragius, I guess how you say that? I'm not really sure. Forgive me. Again, new cards, so I don't have everything, of course. I don't know how you say everything yet. And then our last character that has been revealed is Sogetsu Gaikudo, who is 12 years old, so he's actually a little bit older, a 6th grader, who is also the student council president of the Goha 7th Elementary. He's very serious and has never been tardy or absent. His ace monster is Yamrula, the Dark General. So, yeah, I mean, these look like our main characters on that. Of course, our main protagonist is Yuga. Kind of seems like this guy is like a friend. And I guess this other guy that's a little bit older than them maybe is more of the Kaiba character. I'm not really sure. Of course, then again, this guy has a dragon, and it's usually, you know, we know with Yu-Gi-Oh! That it's usually the rival that has a dragon in most cases. Of course, there's been differences, but sounds interesting. I don't know. I don't want to judge it too much yet because I don't know. I hope it's better than Zexal because honestly, not a fan of Zexal, but we'll see. And now, of course, moving on to Rush Dueling. The organization, Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization, just uploaded this article about it. So I'm glad that's the case because now I have more info on it. So we'll use this instead of their Facebook page, okay? So I'll have this link in the description. Anyway, Rush Duels. What's going to happen? The main concept about Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is focusing around Rush Duels. What are Rush Duels? What do they do? So they have like a Q&A about it. Also, too, I don't know if you guys saw this at the beginning, but there's like a new Blue Eyes White Dragon right here as well. So, again, it kind of sounds like, from what I'm seeing so far, Rush Duels are Speed Duels. But maybe slightly different from that. I'm not really sure how different. But, yeah, I mean, because it looks like we're having similar cards. I mean, this looks like just a slightly different artwork for Blue Eyes White Dragon. But he's still a normal monster and all that, too. So, okay, what are the characteristics of Rush Duels? 1. Uses specialized cards. New cards that are easy to interpret and very attractive are introduced. 2. Continuous summoning. You can summon any number of monsters per turn. Mass drawing is the third part, and that is each turn you can draw until your hand becomes 5. So basically, it sounds like another form of dueling. I mean, just as you would think. I kind of like this idea in some ways. I mean, I don't know how this is going to work. Like, again, I haven't seen how this is played yet. I don't think we have just a ton of info on it anyway, but I like this idea better than introducing a new card to Yu-Gi-Oh! Is what I mean, you know? Because I was kind of hoping we wouldn't get like a new summoning method or something to make it too confusing. So this sounds actually really interesting. So first off here is our character's like, I guess, Ace Monster for now at least. And yeah, that is 7-Load Magician, I believe is his name. We don't know his effect yet. He is an effect monster, obviously. And of course, it's just the layout really that's different with these cards. Again, it's supposed to be made to be simple. I don't know if I'd call it a more attractive layout. I don't know how to feel about it yet. Maybe it's because it's new. I don't think it's bad, but it's different. So I don't know. People might hate this. They might not. I'm glad, though, it looks like regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Though will be the same layout. So it's not like all of our cards are going to look like this all of a sudden, okay? Either way, let me know what you guys think. The layout's okay. I kind of prefer the original, though, but then again, I've played since the original in this game. So, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to be like, okay, I want to do something completely different. Then it looks like we have our rival's dragon right here, Dragius, or however you say his name. Yeah, I guess he's going to be the rival. I'm not really sure because, again, he has the dragon monster. But here's what this card looks like, too. Pretty neat looking, by the way. I guess he might be kind of like our new Blue Eyes or Galaxy Eyes or whatever you want to, say for the rival card. And looks pretty awesome, honestly, too. Let's see, do we have any other info? Let's see. For the first point, you've probably seen other articles that they look different from standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, of course, we saw that. For the second part, the stream clarified, for example, under existing rules, you're only allowed 1 normal summon or set per turn in a Rush Duel. As long as you have monsters in your hand, you can keep playing as many as you want. If you have a level 5 or higher monster, you can tribute summon it as usual in the same turn. The third point replenishes your hand after playing several monsters from the hand by drawing cards each of your turns until your hand size becomes 5. So, I mean, that's honestly what it sounds like. It really is a different sort of way of dueling. Again, once we have more info, I'll make another video on it, and especially if there's a way to actually play the game, I'll do it. But this is what we know so far. So, yeah, what do you guys think about this? Do you like these changes? Do you not? Or this new form of dueling, I guess I technically should say, and the anime and all that too. For the Master Rule stuff, I'm pretty happy about that. Like, again, it kind of feels like, honestly, what I felt like the last Master Rule should have kind of been. I feel like they're kind of correcting some stuff. And again, the main thing, what I'm liking about this whole rush dueling thing, is that it feels like its own separate thing. So if they're doing this, instead of adding a new form of summoning a new type of card in the game, I like that much better. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe and like and all that too, so you don't miss out on more Yu-Gi-Oh news. And I will catch you guys later. See ya.